himself as simply a white light. Yeah, but when this white light projects, it projects different colors. Again, I spoke in an analogy. He does not really see white light and everything else as colors. I hope this is clear. It's just an analogy. You see a prism, yeah, from one side the sun's light is entering, it's white light. On the other side of the prism, you will see the 7 colors of the rainbow. Yeah, it is the same light, the same white light, which is the colors of the rainbow. Similarly, the consciousness passes its light through the prism of desire, and there is the manifestation of the person and the person's world. Yeah, it's the prism of desire, Jijivisha. King Janaka has managed to recognize desire as that prism. Yeah, and if you are on the same page, you will see exactly what Janaka means in verse 2. Yatha prakashayam eko dehaminam tatha jagat ato mama jagat sarvam athva na cha kinchana. I alone illumine the body and the world. Hence, either the whole world is mine or nothing is mine. That's the literal translation. Now we will go into the detail of what this means. What this means not from an intellectual point of seeing, from Vidarshana, from special seeing. How did Janaka arrive at this Vidarshana, at this special seeing? That he is the infinite awareness light and that he is the real self. He recognized that I am not this person. This person speaks, the person acts, the person thinks, the person is the one operating in this personal world. I do not speak. I do not act. I do not even experience. I am not the doer. I am not the experiencer. I pretend to be the doer. I see the person act. In retrospect, I jump in. I claim ownership of the action. Thus, I pretend to be the doer. I see the person respond in its personal world. I know this first. In retrospect, I jump in and claim ownership of the experience. And then I say, I am the experiencer. Oh, I have been lying. I am only projecting this body in this world. I am illumining this body information, body, mind, person information in its personal world information. I am simply the white light passing through the prism of desire and projecting the person in the personal world. There is no person, there is no personal world. I alone illumine the idea or the information called the body mind and the information called the world. Do you see this level of seeing of Janaka? Are you on the same page as him? Remember, when Janaka is using the word I here, the I has shifted to the fourth, to Turiya. I does not mean the body, mind, person. Otherwise, there will be confusion for you in understanding this verse. If you take the position or the stand of the body, mind, person, you will say, I project the body and the world. Then you will not get it. Yeah? How did we begin the session? We take the correct stand. I am the fourth, the Turiya. Then I recognize, oh, I am beyond the body-mind. Oh, I am beyond this person. I project the person. That means I illumine the person. This is only information. I illumine the person's world. This is only information. So very important. Janaka's I has shifted from the person to the witness of the person. To convey it to Ashtavakra, he is using the word I, but it is not the same I that you use. Yeah. What is meant by that I am the white light and all colors are born of me and die in me? Means every thought arises, plays for a while and dies in me. Every feeling arises, plays for a while, dies in me. Every sensation in the body arises, plays for a while and dies in me. Sensation is equal to the body. There is no separate body in which the sensation is there. Sensation is equal to the body. Thought is equal to the mind. There is no separate container called the mind in which there is some thought which is contained. No. The thought itself is the mind. The feeling itself is the mind. If this becomes very clear, you will see that the perception of sight, sound, smell, taste, touch, perception is nothing but the world. There is no separate world in which a perception of sight arises and dissolves. There is no separate world in which perception of smell arises and dissolves. There is no separate world in which perception of taste arises and dissolves. There is no separate world in which perception of touch arises and dissolves. There is no separate world in which sound arises and dissolves. Perception of sound is equal to the world. Perception of sight is equal to the world. Perception of smell is equal to the world. Perception of taste is equal to the world. Perception of touch is equal to the world. At a time, there is recognition of only one perception. Means what? At a time, there is projection of only one. Whatever I project, that is what I perceive. I am the white light out of which the colors arise, but at a time there is only one color that is perceived. If red color is apparent, know that it is born of me. I am the white light that is illumining the red. Red arises like a wave, peaks and dissolves. It dies in me. Therefore, in reality, red is white. Do you see that? Not only red, blue is white, green is white, yellow is white, orange is white. It is all white. It is all pure consciousness. It is all primordial awareness. It is all bodha, information, knowledge, data. Keval jnana. There is only one reality. Yeah? I illumine in different ways. I like games. I like colors. I like fun. So I project fun. Yeah? But the truth is there is only me. Only I. If this is a little hard to understand, then today experiment with a prism. Take the prism in your hand, look at the light that comes in from the other side, look at all the 7 colors that are coming out from the other side. You will see how white light is nothing but violet, white light is indigo, white light is blue, white light is green, white light is yellow, white light is orange, white light is red. There is only pure consciousness. Pure consciousness has right now projected the person called Ekta in the personal world of an Advaita session. All this is only information. It lasts only 14, 16, 18 hours, whatever. And it dissolves. It may be a very beautiful golden color light. I'm enamored by this light, but this light finally dissolves, disappears, it's gone. Now is the time for you to dive in and assess whether you are on the same page as King Janaka. Are you able to see red is white? Are you able to see that the body is only consciousness? Are you able to see that the mind is only consciousness? Are you able to see the parent, the spouse, the sibling, the child, the colleague, the friend, the neighbor, the relative? Only consciousness, only consciousness. Are you able to see the world of money, power, politics, name, fame, corruption, deception, love, hatred? Only consciousness, as only consciousness. And again, how do I see this? Only through Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana is it possible. Only when you recognize that you are not only the witness of this waker in its waking world, but you're witness of the dreamer in the dream world, and witness of the deep sleeper in the deep sleep darkness. Oh, I am the fourth. Not the waker, not the dreamer, not the deep sleeper. I am the fourth. Turiya. The word Turiya itself means the fourth. When you identify yourself with the fourth, the I shifts. The I shifts from the waker, which is the first, to the fourth, Turiya. Till the I will not shift, you will not be able to see it, my dear. It's not possible. It will only remain intellectual. So do yourself a favor and start practicing Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Because only the recognition of Turiya can bring you to the realization of the second line in this verse. What is the second line? Either the whole world is mine or nothing is mine. When I recognize that I'm beyond the waking world, I'm beyond the dream world, I'm beyond the deep sleep darkness, it gives me the conviction that, oh, the waking world is my projection, the dream world is my projection, even the darkness of absence of waking and dream is my projection. Oh, all is mine. Which means what? The holy and the unholy in the waking are both mine. The holy and unholy in the dream are both mine. But both are absent in the deep sleep. Aha, they are only information. The good and the ugly of the waking, both are mine. Yeah? Both are mine. Mine means what? I have created it. So if there is somebody evil in the waking state that you think is torturing the person that you addressed as I before this session, who is he? Who is he? Oh, that evil one is me only. He is me. She is me. It is me. It's easy to accept, oh, all the holy ones are me. You're so happy. But even to accept the unholy one's army, that requires courage. This is the courage that Janaka has. Do you have it? Today, after the session, definitely something will happen at home, with a friend, with a colleague, a neighbor, yeah, and some unpleasantness comes up. Experiment with yourself. Am I able to see this unpleasantness as me only? Yeah, this we do in depth in Advaita level 2, where we study projection. Yeah, that everything is my projection. I'm looking into the mirror. It is born out of me. Either my fear gave birth to it, or my passion for it gave birth to it. It is born out of me through the prism of desire. Yeah. So all is mine is very clear. Yeah. For some of us, it is only intellectual. Yeah. We have to start Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana practice, see that I am the fourth, and recognize, oh, it's only a projection. Yeah. But for some of us who have already reached Advaita level 3, you see all is mine. Yeah. Now, you have to also work on the second level. Nothing is mine. The opposite is also true. Nothing is mine. The parent is not mine. The sibling is not mine. The spouse is not mine. The child is not mine. The money is not mine. The house is not mine. Relative, enemy, insults and criticism not mine. Love is not mine. Passion is not mine. Success is not mine. Failure is not mine. Not mine. Not mine. The spiritual quest is also not mine. Recognize that spiritual quest has become your latest attachment, very strong attachment. Spiritual quest is also not mine. The guru is not mine, the teacher is not mine. The spiritual organization is not mine. The breath technique, the mantra, whatever meditation technique you are practicing, not mine, not mine, not mine. Why? Because all this belongs to the waker, and the waker's world is only the waker's world, not mine. Because I am not the waker, I am not the person. When you realize this, vidarshana, in seeing, not intellectually, in your actual seeing, then you very confidently will proclaim the person has died. When the person is dead, how can anything of the dead belong to me? What is the meaning of the person has died? Till now, I thought that I am this person. Just that wrong assumption, that wrong conditioning that I am this person actually was like breathing life into the person. Yeah. Now, I have dissociated from the waker. I am the fourth. I am not the first. I am not the waker. I am Turiya. When I separate myself out, I cannot breathe life into this person anymore. The person is dead. Does that mean the waker stops? Does the waker stop existing? Does the waker stop existing? Can the waker stop existing? Not possible. It's just like when you go to the movies and you're watching a wonderful movie, fantastic scene. It consumes you. You're intoxicated by all the drama and fun. Yeah, you're lost there. You forget you're sitting here, you're the audience, you feel you're the hero or the heroine on the screen. You have yourself breathed life into that. And you are thinking that I am that. The tears are really falling. Yeah, when there is sadness or when there is excitement and joy. There's excitement and joy here. You become one. There is no two there. Yeah, you become one with the hero or the heroine. You have forgotten that you are sitting here. You have assumed that you are on the screen. Suddenly, your spouse or your friend taps you and you look there and you realize, oh. And then you wipe your tears, you straighten your hair and straighten your clothes. What was I doing? How silly. How can I get so consumed that I forget myself? Yeah. That moment, you've taken the life away from that hero or heroine. The movie still continues. I was never the doer. I was never the experiencer. I pretended to be the doer. I pretended to be the experiencer. Now I stop the pretense. I take a step back and I'm done. The person has died. Do you understand this now? All sages say the same thing. The person is dead. Yeah? Means the waker operates in its waking world as it always did. I have stopped fooling myself. I have stopped deceiving myself. I have stopped believing in lies that I told myself before. The person is dead. I am not the person. I never was. I pretended. Yeah? So nothing is mine. None of that world projecting on the screen is mine. Now you dive in. Can you see your spouse as not yours? Can you see your own child as not yours? Can you see the parent as not yours? The moment you get there, then you are on the same page as King Janaka. Not before that. Not before that. Ato mama jagat sarvam athva na cha kinchana. Either all this is mine or nothing is mine. Both are true, huh? Both are true. Do you see both? You dive in and recognize. Do I see both? Do I see all is mine also? And do I see nothing is mine? Nothing is mine. Again, which stand do you have to take? The stand of the witness. If you take the stand of the waker, then you are again lost. Because the waker says, oh, my waking world. No. If your stand is wrong, everything will be wrong. Then the wisdom will not go in. Your stand has to be correct. The witness, be the witness. Either the whole world is mine or nothing is mine. Is that clear? Yeah. So the most important points to work on here is I am not the doer and I am not the experiencer. These are the two important points. If you don't see this, then you cannot see this point. It's impossible. Yeah. So today we will experiment on ourselves. After this session, when you get up and you use the restroom, or you go and eat something, or you do something, notice that the body mind person works on its own. The mind commands the body follows the mind. I am nowhere in the picture. I jump in and claim ownership that I did this. I do that in retrospect. Can I prove this point wrong? Can I prove Ashtavakra is wrong? Can I prove Janaka is wrong? Let me test it. You test it, you experiment. Yeah. How do you question yourself? Oh, this thought arose. Did I know that this thought is going to arise before it arose? If I knew the thought before it arose, that means I am the thinker. But if I did not know the thought before it arose, that means I am not the thinker. Do you see what I am saying? Similarly, action done by the body. If the body does an action, whatever, simple action of getting up, going to the kitchen, opening the fridge and removing something and eating. A simple action happens. Did I know that I'm going to get up and go to the fridge and do this? Or did it happen and I claimed ownership in retrospect, saying, oh, I was hungry, so I grabbed that. Instead of cooking, I chose to just put it in my mouth, raw. You will notice action happens first, you know later, and after knowing, in retrospect, you claim ownership. It's a 3-step process. Are you able to see the 3-step process? Only when you see the 3-step process will you recognize, I am not the doer. So we will experiment with action, we can experiment with thought. Yeah. You can experiment with even speech. Yeah. Right now, to give you my own example, I do not know what Ekta is saying before the words come out of her mouth. I can very well falsely claim ownership in retrospect that I knew what she was saying. First the words come out of the mouth, then I know them, and then I falsely claim ownership that I said those words. No, this is a lie. This is a pretense. What is the truth? The words come out of the mouth. I know them. I always know later. It happens first. I am simply the knower of speech. I am simply the knower of action. I am simply the knower of the thought or feeling. I am not the doer and I am not the thinker. I am simply the knower of thought. That is why so many thoughts come up and you're like, from where are they coming? I don't want to think this. I want to stop thinking this. And the thoughts keep coming. And you're like, oh, I'm bombarded by thoughts. I'm bombarded. What does this mean? It means I am separate from that which is bombarding me. You yourself say it. And then you fool yourself. You forget this truth and you say, I am the thinker. No, you are not the thinker. You are the one that is bombarded with the thoughts. So, doing this experiment is really essential to get to the point where you see, I am not the doer. I am not the thinker. Thinking is also doing. Speaking is also doing. Acting through the body, motion, is also doing. Touching something is also doing. Eating something, tasting something is also doing. Smelling something is also doing. Seeing something is also doing. Hearing something. I am hearing Ekta. Don't you have that doership right now? If you take the stand of the witness, you will recognize the hearer and the source of hearing. Take the stand of the witness, recognize the hearer and the source of hearing. Now draw a line and show me, where does the source of hearing end and the hearer begin? And draw a line between the hearer and the witness. Where does the hearer end and the witness begins? You will not be able to separate them. This is all simply knowledge, information, data. There is no three. It is all one. Yeah? Similar experiment you do with sight, with smell, with taste, with touch. You will not be able to demarcate the subject, the object, and the witness of the subject and object. All these are simply words, labels. Once you become very clear in your seeing, then only you can come on the same page as Janaka and recognize, oh, aha, I am not the doer. There is no doing happening. Similarly, I am not the experiencer. This will be the harder part of the experimentation today. What will you do? Whatever happens in the house, with friends, go out, meet a neighbor. Yeah. See if there are some words said that feel unpleasant, and immediately a thought comes up and says, see, I'm experiencing hurt. Am I really experiencing hurt? Recognize that. Am I really experiencing hurt? Or is it that there is simply a wave, a sensation, unpleasant sensation that arises and passes away? I simply know the sensation. I'm separate from it. Recognizing this, that, oh, there is really pain, but I am not hurting. This wave of sensation is simply that which is known. It is simply information. Then it will become very clear. Oh, I am not the experiencer even. I am not experiencing touch. I am not experiencing taste. It is happening, but I am not experiencing it. That is why I am never satisfied with how much ever I touch, with how much ever I taste. Yeah, and the size of the stomach is the proof of it, of your dissatisfaction. Yeah. Why? Because I can never taste. I am the one sitting in the audience looking at the tasty, beautiful looking food and somebody saying it's delicious, but I cannot taste it. The waker can, I cannot. The waker can smell, I cannot. The waker can hear, I cannot. The waker sees, I cannot. For me, it is only information, just like there is a scene going on the movie screen. It is only information. It cannot satisfy me. It can be entertainment for some time, but it cannot satisfy me because I can only know it. I cannot experience it. This is the key. Without recognizing I am not the doer and I am not the experiencer, you cannot move ahead. It's like a roadblock. You cannot move ahead. You do all the scriptures, you pit-pat all the verses. You go to a zillion teachers, you will be stuck. Why? Because you're only trying to grasp it intellectually. You want to give it only 2 hours on a weekend. It won't work like that. At least a 2-year MBA is required. I say that as a joke. But what I'm saying is that you need to give it your whole. You need to immerse yourself into it. Yeah? You need to separate yourself from the waker and do it constantly. And this cannot happen alone just by yourself. You need a proper structure to doing it. And that structure is given by Swapna Nidra Jnana Sadhana. Yeah. So, start doing your sadhana if you have not started yet. And get to the point, as I alone illumine the body and the world. Hence, either the world or all is mine or nothing is mine. Okay, verse 2 is clear. We'll take a 5-minute break, contemplate on it, write the Vidarshana column, fill it up, and meet again in 5 minutes for verse 3.